We're gonna focus again in the back take from the entry. You guys work it the entire week, okay? I'm gonna give you guys some details from there. You know, I want you guys to pay attention and try to see what's fitting better in you, okay? From the guys who, if you think this position is not for you, if you prefer to do the single leg X, spend your time doing the single leg X sweep or the modify X sweep, be free to do it. You don't have to do that, okay? So if you want to do the single leg sweep still, be free. I'm gonna have a biceps, this side I have the collar, hips, okay? And I'm gonna have a pants grip. The foot I have the hips, my leg here should be a wall. I'm gonna bring her down and I'm gonna push to folding her back. Look how she's like a down here. Her posture is broken here, right? I'm gonna hook her leg. As I duck my elbow in, my foot on the hips is gonna stay, and I'm gonna drag her over me, not down, okay, over my shoulder. Look how I twist my wrist, and I'm gonna put myself underneath. When I go underneath, I'm gonna create this position here. When I'm underneath, and I have totally control about her here, right? It's hard to her step on the floor, her legs off the floor, her weight is in her back leg. And look at how she's defending the way how it's supposed to be. She's not here, look, like a give me everything, right? She still have the collar grip, she's still facing, okay? So remember, option number one is the modify X sweep. When you go here, you stretch your partner out and you stand up in base, right? Simple sweep. The other option, if your partner starts to drive you back, you stand in B here, you control the pants, you go around the hips. When your partner steps the foot on the floor, you catch the knee and you sweep doing the muscle sweep here. And you get on top with the single leg X sweep, okay? The back take, when I'm underneath, I'm gonna use my elbow to lift her leg as much as I could to create space to the grip I have in the collar. I'm gonna explain to you guys two ways. I can go here. When I support her, I have a more support about her leg, or I can go underneath when I have a more support about my grip, my own grip. I can go here when I support more her leg, and when I go here and I support my grip, I have a more support about my arm. If she is trying to drive her leg down, I have a more support to holding this grip. You need to see what works better for you. Try to do both, okay? So remember what I explained. The common mistake in my opinion is drag the leg to the floor and then try to place your hook. That's when the person is spinning and face you, okay? I'm gonna do on top just so you guys see if she's if she's dragging my leg to the floor like this, I'm gonna spin and I'm gonna face you because I have my foot on the floor, okay? I need to connect my hook before she steps on the floor. So I'm here. When I spin, I connect my hook before she steps on the floor. Look. Here. When she's stepping on the floor, she's already gone in the baby bowl position. And I take the back. Okay? One detail, yesterday you guys asked me, when the person is tall, or if the person is far away from you, right, and you cannot reach, so I think this detail might help you, especially if I go under my arm. When I spin it to take the back, when I switch my hooks, I'm going to do very slow so you guys see the switch about my hooks, right? So the hook I have in the knee, behind the leg. When I spinning in my lower, look how I'm facing her. When I'm spinning in my lower back, I'm going to connect this hook in the knee and the other hook in the hips. I'm going to switch this hook to the other hook, okay? One thing might help you be able to reach. When I push, I'm going to push her leg more away I can from me. I'm not going to just spin here. When I with this grip, I'm going to push away from me. Look, when I spin, I'm going to push her all the way away from me, look, as far as I can go. Okay, that helps you reach from the pants grip. And then you get your seatbelt grip, and you take the back. Okay? If anyway, when you spin, your partner is too tall and maybe step on the floor, you have the hook, but you cannot climb here, a very good option is go double pants and you push your partner forward and use the movement to come up to the waist. More like a no-gi motion, but it will work very well with the gi as well. If the person is tall and you cannot reach when you have the crab right position behind the back. Okay? Of course, in this motion here, if I'm here and I control double pants, I need to use more my knees. And when she's fall, I use the momentum to go to the waist. And of course, my main goal is the back. I want to progress to the back and take her back. Okay, that's my main goal. But you guys need to understand where your knees, right here, is already a sweep point. Okay, if you're on bottom, you end up behind the hips, it's already a sweep point. But your main goal is take the back. Okay, because the back is exposed. Okay, that's option number one. Option number two, especially for two people who like to play crab right game. Sometimes when you hear, the person is going to drop this knee to the floor, like this. And it's going to be quite hard from here, pull your partner torso. Look how I still have my hooks, right? My leg's not down yet. And I'm going to switch to this grip. So look how this grip here, turn this way. Just so you guys see that. The grip in the pants are going to bring her down, to don't let her spin. I keep my hook nice and tight, and I'm looking forward to go to the collar. This collar grip, right? Is the leg drag grip on the collar, right? I have a few options from here. Option number one, I can start to bring her towards my lap, and then I kick her, and I already have an underhook, and I take it back. Okay? So again, guys, you guys gonna use these options when the person drop the knee on the floor. The leg you have, when you create the hook, the person don't stay still, the person drop the knee. So you guys gonna end up here a lot of from Keys of the Dragon. When you go inside the La Riva, when you go inside the La Riva and you spin under knee, then most of the time you guys gonna end up in this position. Okay? So I have my hook, look how my knee pointing up, don't let your knee point this way, your knee pointing up, to have a strong hook. You pull your partner down with the grip in the pants and you come up. So again, I bring her over me and I kick her in this space here. I already have one underhook, I see bell and I take the back. Okay? Sometimes it's quite difficult. It's quite difficult to bring your partner over you. If you try to pull and you cannot pull, you guys gonna do more like a butterfly motion sweep. I'm gonna drag her to the side, and I'm gonna use it kind of like a butterfly motion sweep here. Look how I still have the hook. So how I'm gonna take the back now? I still have the hook, right? I'm gonna use my outside hook, that's the outside hook, to push her leg down. Turn this way out. Look how I trap her leg down with the hook. Okay, and I still have a very nice collar grip. I slide my knee close to her back, I see bell grip, and I take the back. Alright? And people who like to go invert, okay, if you don't like to go invert, it's not for you. Okay? So from here, if I sweep her like this, I can start to go to the twister hook, and I take the back. Okay, again. When I sweep her to the side, with the butterfly sweep, I spin underneath, I switch the hook, and I go to the twister hook. I push her down, and I have the back. Okay? So very quick, all the options. The easy way is not easy, I know, but it's the easy one. You push the leg, can be here or here. Try to push as far as away you can. You switch your hooks in the same time, and you climb to the back, here. Before the person steps on the floor, you bring your partner towards you, you kick, and you have the back. Okay? Sometimes you might end up here, the person is going to be too tall, you're not going to be able to reach. You grab double pants, you push, and you come up in the waist. And then you switch to the seatbelt. If the person dropping the knee, so let's say you get here, the person dropping the knee, so maintain this leg up. Don't let your partner step, okay? So that's the main key, all right? I come up in my elbow, what elbow? This left side elbow. I bring her down to don't give her mobility to turning. I come up and grab the collar. I'm gonna pull her towards me, and I kick. and I have the back. If you find it hard to bring your partner towards you here, then it's better sweep to the side. Use more like a butterfly motion. You bring her to the side. Look, I bring her to the side. My toes on the floor. So I don't have the hook anymore. Look, I have my toes on the floor. My knee point up, my knee's gonna point down. And I trap her leg. It's the outside hook. So look how there's no way to move here, right? Now my knee go close to her shoulder. I get a seat belt. Then I step my leg over. And I take her back. The twister hook. When you sweep your partner, you guys gonna end up in this position. You spin underneath. You switch the hook, and you go to the twist. And you end up in the back. Okay? So I recommend you guys, if you already know like a crab ride stuff, you guys can do all the options because you already have an understanding. If you don't have an understanding, focus on the back. Because I feel it's the position you guys are gonna use the most. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys 15 minutes. Try to play around with that. Okay, let's go. 1, 2.